Today we're going to explore a bit of the Euclidean sequencer. We're just going to be using the Euclidean sequencer in combination with the regular sequencer, really. It doesn't take over the sequencer on the elektron boxes. It's in addition to your existing sequencer. Technically, you can actually use both sequencers at the same time, which is a very Eurorack technique. So on the table, we have the Digitone too. And we have the lovely Luma MIDI cables plugged into it, which are so beautiful, and you can find those at modbang.com. It is a dual Euclidean sequencer. It is a great Euclidean sequencer. I love it. And what's really great, and I think the reason why I chose just the Digitone 2 is because there's so much sound design potential, and there's so many cool techniques that we can do in a melodic sense where polyphonic expression is gonna really show its pretty face for us. This will give you the ability to just create a new melody on the spot that's gonna work every single time, and it will always be a new melody, and you will actually have control over it. It's really cool. What you want to do is you want to set your keyboard to a scale. I like the harmonic minor. It's got that, like, I don't know, a little bit more mystery to it. I'm gonna push down and it's gonna select notes only from the scale that I've chosen. And I'm just gonna populate my sequence with these notes so that they are underneath my Euclidean sequencer. And we add some pulses to the two different Euclidean sequences that we have. And we hit play. It's playing the notes that I put underneath these Euclidean steps. And now I can kind of play with those melodies. So, and this is the fun right here. You can also turn on the arpeggiator. There's a couple melodic lines in there already that are really nice. And now let's like get a new patch. Oh, that could be good. So ominous. But what I really like is that we're at 180 BPM, so if we want, you know, like we go to this track and we can just crank up the pulses. Let's switch these keys really quick. Oh yeah, Dorian sounds great. Why do I ever go away from Dorian? Ever. Do a little change, a Rooney. We're just kind of like adding change to the existing pattern change that we already did, which is just helping this pattern evolve a little bit. This will sound lovely when it's done. Whew. Yes, this was definitely the move. Let's add a little portamento. There's a spot in there that's so good. Right there. Oh my God, so emotional. All right, let's keep this going. So right now we're just gonna use the whole top layer melody, and maybe we'll use the bottom layer drums. All right, let's do another note param lock. Some really high up stuff. This is right where like a drum and bass like would really be dope. And this is what I was getting at with using the Euclidean sequencer and how you can use it to generate an ambient like a mess. And then you can go in and totally mess with it. We can go to our keyboard, we can hold track and take it up an octave. All right, let's see what happens if we throw some drums in on here. I think this soft kick would be a good one for us. Clear this out, let's find like a snare. There we go, turn Euclidean on. Get a hi-hat, nice. Euclidean, that sucker. Switch this over to a different filter, how about the sounds really nice, and that's definitely not something that I would make without the Euclidean sequencer, without doing some sort of technique like this. All right, let's see if we can get a bass line going with the Euclidean sequencer now. I really have been enjoying making basses with the comb filter. What? Nice. Throw some probability on those hats. Throw some probability on the kick. Even throw some on this snare. Maybe I'll steal the notes from this bass sequence. Whoa. I mean, it's fun adding the drums to it. I did kind of like it better when it was just this ambient mush. Going to perform kit mode and then just go ham on these patches. That's nice. 100% Euclidean sequencer. Now the question is, what do you do with something like this? I actually also want to hear what it sounds like to slow the tempo way, way, way down. Yes. Such a cool synthesizer. We'll have to chop this break, but let's hear how it sounds. Okay, let's grab some new Euclidean tricks. Went into a crazy zone. Should we get like a chord in here? I know we've been going Euclidean crazy, but like, wouldn't it be nice? Oh, that was really nice. Oh. That sounds insane. Put an LFO to that filter cutoff, just let it breathe real slow. Kind of animate this track a bit. Super fun jam today. Cool, what a cool track. All right, we're gonna do another Euclidean experiment. This time we're gonna build a chord progression using Euclidean sequences. We're gonna go to a brand new track. Right now we'll keep things really simple. We'll just use the same patch. And we're gonna do that same trick where we use a scale. Let's do a different scale, sure. Okay, now we go to the Euclidean sequencer, turn them all on. And now, and then go to offset the track by like an octave or up an octave. Bring this down to 90. Whoa. That's kind of interesting. Literally like this simple drum rhythm over here. So every once in a while it's kind of like making a chord because the notes are landing on top of each other. Wow, some pretty sounds today. I feel like we've proven the hypothesis that you can use the Euclidean sequencer very well for generating good sounding melodic sequences. For those of you who haven't joined my Discord, the EZBOT Discord, it's a public Discord, please do, please join. And if you end up trying something like this, some idea like this one, share it there in the Soundbites channel, because I spend a lot of my day listening to Soundbites. So you should do that. It's completely free and a really good time. And once you've been there for a while, it opens up the ability to use the marketplace, which is a great asset. Fun times. Thanks everybody for hanging out with me today. My name's Matthew, aka EZBOT. If you'd like to support this channel, you can visit patreon.com/EZBOT and sign up for the Patreon, which comes with a lot of great rewards, including all the aux track templates I've made over the years. And just keep coming back and hanging out with me, keeping me company while we explore techniques and learn more about hardware electronic music. I'll see y'all next time.